moving on. So then we get to the part of understanding. So you're down on yourself. Why? Use your mind, strategize, be logical. Why are you down? How can you fix that? What's your action plan? If you need help with this understanding piece, hang on to the end of the to the end of this webinar. I've got like a little special deal going for you. And lastly, the big one. Okay, the world right now has so many people on their knees. It is just mind-blowing. So I saw the same thing after 9/11 and the bombs of the Boston Marathon. Acts of cruelty and terrorism actually rock our very beings. They hit us on all levels. So you are not alone in feeling this way. And I can also promise you that it will get better. This craziness will swing back to a state of at least making sense. I mean, I'm not promising utopia, but I am promising that it will swing back and get better. In the meantime, we must keep our sense of decency, our sense of wonder, and the ability to love alive so that we can foster and grow a better future. Like, the worst thing that can happen right now is the people that are woke, the people that are aware, get so down and depressed that we quit, right? That doesn't serve anybody, least of all ourselves. So, awareness. Are you aware that you are exhibiting coping or survival strategy mechanisms right now? Again, some are good, some are bad. Are you on the verge of emotional mental meltdowns daily? All right, that's a huge indicator that you need to bring some awareness to this. It's a big cry for help. Okay, so can you accept what you are feeling? And there might be some acceptance in, your basal, your primary, your ideals that you grew up with may be right or may be wrong. I'm not getting into that discussion right now, but there could be some very monumental shifts going on in your core belief system. That is enough to shake anybody. And it is okay to get space to go through this process. It is common to actually go through a grieving process if you have to let go of a core belief or to change a core belief. Again, that's very common, and give yourself that time. So, can you accept what you are feeling and experiencing? Can you be real with it? What is it that you're experiencing? What is it that you're feeling? Why? Okay, now we move to the forgiveness. And to be perfectly honest, right now, I'm having a hard time with this part. I am not in a forgiveness state. And that's very humbling to admit. Even though I know that the forgiveness part is imperative for our own health, and I know that it will get better, and sometimes things get a lot worse before they get better. There's that old phrase, everything's darkest before the dawn, or the night is darkest before the dawn. But I'm not there yet. So does that mean you stop the process? Absolutely not. If you wait on one of these pieces, besides the awareness, if you wait on accepting, forgiving, or understanding and don't go ahead and go through the rest of what you can lay your hands on and do, you will stay stuck. You will not advance. You will not get further in your own happiness practice. Do not, capital N-O-T, do not stop. Do not hit pause. keep going and revisit the forgiveness as many times as you need to. Don't just think, oh, well, I skipped over it and I'm just going to go over here and I'm actually going to use my mind and get all logical and never revisit the forgiveness part. You will hold trauma. You will get sick. That's your choice. Breathe. So, understanding. What is your plan? You can't fix everything, and you can't make the world, the situation, the group of people, whatever. You can't make them accept help, but you can do something. And so taking action in a way that is meaningful and allows you to redirect anxiety into something is a really good, positive strategy for moving forward with this. Humans have been facing catastrophic events for a really long time. It is okay to keep working on yourself and to continue to grow yourself and your potential while being aware of the bigger picture and bigger problems. And I want you to remember one of the other webinars we were talking about archetypes. So realize that we all have a tendency of going into another archetype. It's called the modern martyr. So it's thinking that everything that happens personally to you. And to some extent, that's true. We're all humans. We're all here on this planet. But when you pick up each terrible event and make it personally yours, when you pick up each slight, when you pick up everything that happens to someone else, and then you wear that wound as rationale for having a low emotional state, that solves nothing. That does not help you. That does not help anyone else. Use your mind. What can you do to strategize? What can you do to help? What is meaningful for you right now? And take baby steps on that. So it's really good, because every time you have like, oh my God, I just can't deal. I can't adult. I can't do anymore. I can't. Every time you go into that tailspin, you're actually doing nothing and you're hurting yourself. So you pick up this thing that you've decided to make progress on and you push it further down the field. Could be pollution, could be the plastics in the ocean, could be the race divide, could be the religious issue. There are so many topics out there right now that you can pick and that you can actually do little things to make it go forward, to make it better, based on your ideals. So get strategic about what you can and what you can't do. Make a plan. Use the brain space to get through this understanding part. What can you do? What can you not? So, I think we made it on time. So lots of stuff there, and the process is evergreen. It's also DIY, do it yourself. That's a big thing of my coaching. So if you need more help, more hand-holding, you need some help that's specific to you and your circumstances, I am offering at a reduced price Kickstart package. So you can use this to get traction on becoming happier with yourself. You can use this for emotional coping and energetic coping for situations that are going on now. You can use it to find your purpose, to figure out what's supposed to be next for you, or feeling fulfilled and happy with how your career is going. This is a package that can be tailored to anything that you have going on. If you're interested, it's a month worth of coaching for only $325. Email me at becky@beckyhall.com if you're interested in partaking. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. It's been a month, if you can believe it, and you've gotten a lot of good resources and webinars. And hopefully you have found this useful. Thanks again. Bye.